Hello! Happy Waitangi Day! Gosh, we're really into the year now, aren't we? But there is so much to look forward to. So it's award seasons, right? So coming up on Monday, the 27th of February, New Zealand time, it's the Oscars. And on February the 18th, it's the Rialto Channel New Zealand Film Awards. And it's been a really good year for New Zealand film, and I'm really excited to see how those awards unfold. Also kicking off in February is a new television series. It's a black comedy called Old Money. It's an Austrian television series and it's kind of like nothing else on television at the moment. The premise is great. It's really simple. You've got an evil, corrupt billionaire who needs a new liver, and he's pretty much got 1 year left to live. However, finding a new liver turns out to be a task that's quite difficult for a man, even with his bank balance. And so he turns to his dysfunctional family and he says, whoever finds me a liver inherits all my money. It's glossy, hilarious, wacky, wicked. It's like a soap opera, a thriller, and a satire all joined in together. Someone described it as Dallas on steroids, and that kind of sums it up quite nicely. It moves at a really good pace. However, you probably need to watch the first 2 episodes to really find yourself engaged. Also this week, as you know, the wonderful Peter Mathias is introducing a series of food documentaries, and this week there's a great doco about food wastage. It's called Just Eat It, a food waste story. It's presented by a very affable Canadian couple, and not only do they look at the amount of food that we leave on our plates and that we waste in our households, but they look at the food industry as a whole and the incredible amount of food that is wasted every year. Yeah, you will feel guilty just for a little while after watching this film. Now, finally, I want to mention a film called Queen of the Desert, and quite frankly, I'm torn. I'm torn about this film. I'm totally fascinated with the subject matter. It follows Gertrude Bell, who was an explorer and writer in the early 20th century, who spent a lot of time in the Middle East and then ended up working there. I've read her work. She's a fascinating woman. The film was also directed by Werner Herzog, right? So, I mean, who else can make a desert look beautiful and poetic but this guy? However, what I struggle with a little bit is the casting. Nicole Kidman plays Belle, James Franco plays her young diplomatic lover, and Robert Pattinson from the Twilight series plays T.E. Lawrence. Casting might have just ruined a beautiful thing here. I'd love to know what you think, so let me know. Have a good week and I'll see you next week.